Have you ever pondered upon the question, why is sobriety so crucial in our lives? It's a thought worth entertaining, isn't it? Sobriety, you see, is not just about steering clear of intoxication. It's an essential aspect of our overall well-being. Let's consider mental health. Sobriety keeps our minds clear, enabling us to make rational decisions and maintain emotional balance. Now think about physical wellness. Sobriety contributes to a healthier body, free from the harmful effects of substance abuse. What about relationships? Well, sobriety fosters trust, honesty, and respect, acting as the bedrock of strong, meaningful connections. And as for productivity, sobriety boosts our efficiency, allowing us to reach our full potential. So sobriety is not merely about abstaining. It's about embracing a lifestyle that promotes health, nurtures relationships, and enhances productivity. Indeed, sobriety isn't just a choice, it's a way of life that leads to a healthier and more fulfilling existence. Now, consider the story of Jane, a woman who embarked on a transformative journey towards sobriety. Jane lived much of her life in the clutches of addiction. It was a struggle that began innocently enough. A few drinks at parties quickly turned into a few more, and before she knew it, alcohol had seeped into the quiet corners of her everyday life. The wake-up call came the day Jane found herself unable to recall the events of an entire week. She realized then that her addiction was no longer a private battle, but one that had begun to affect those around her. It was a sobering moment that pushed her to seek help. Her journey to recovery was not an easy one. It was filled with challenges that tested her resolve at every turn. There were days when the temptation to slip back into old habits was overwhelming. But each time, she reminded herself of the promise she had made, to herself and to those who loved her. The process of detoxification was physically grueling, but the emotional toll was equally demanding. Yet, Jane persevered. She attended therapy sessions, joined support groups, and leaned on her loved ones for strength. She learned to confront her demons, to understand her triggers, and to find healthier ways to cope with stress. And then, after what seemed like an eternity, Jane triumphed over her addiction. She woke up one day and realized that she no longer craved the escape alcohol once provided. She was finally free. Post-recovery, Jane's life transformed in ways she had never imagined. Her relationships improved dramatically. She reconnected with her family, made amends with friends, and even formed new bonds in her support groups. She was no longer the woman who pushed people away, but the woman who pulled them closer. Her health also improved. The constant fatigue and frequent bouts of illness became a thing of the past. She found herself waking up each day feeling refreshed and energized, ready to tackle whatever came her way. Moreover, Jane's productivity soared. She found that without the cloud of alcohol hanging over her, she could focus better and achieve more. She rediscovered her passion for painting, a hobby she had neglected for years. Her art became a channel for her emotions, a way for her to communicate her journey and inspire others. Jane's journey wasn't easy, but it was worth every step. Her story is a testament to the power of sobriety and the positive impact it can have on one's life. Through her struggles and her triumphs, Jane shows us that sobriety is not just about abstaining from substances, but about reclaiming control over your life, rebuilding relationships, and rediscovering your passions. Sobriety, as Jane's story so beautifully illustrates, is about living life to its fullest, free from the shackles of addiction. Jane's story is just one among thousands, a story of transformation brought about by the decision to choose sobriety. Sobriety is not merely an act of abstinence, it's the embracing of a better, healthier, more fulfilling life. It's a journey of self-discovery, where you learn to value yourself, your health, and your well-being above all else. In this video, we've explored the importance of sobriety and the monumental changes it can bring about in an individual's life. We've seen how it can repair broken relationships, restore physical health, and reignite the spark of life that addiction so ruthlessly extinguishes. But remember, folks, sobriety isn't a solo journey. It's a collective effort, involving not just the person in recovery, but also their loved ones and the support network around them. Remember, sobriety isn't just about you. It's about the people around you, the relationships you cherish, and the life you want to live. Choose sobriety, choose life, choose